effective pa po ba yung 960 question reviewer if mag-e-exam ako ngayong 2025? And we've got a question kasi from one of our subscribers. So, tanong po niya, yung question daw po ba 4 years ago is the same yung mga question ngayong 2025 or sa exam ngayon, no? Recently, ganun. So, to answer that question, sir, is almost the same. Okay? I think the proper question would be, ganito, is 960 question reviewer can be considered as a good material in preparing for examination this 2025. So I think that could be the question na nais itanong ni sir. Okay? So in short, effective pa po ba yung 960 question reviewer if mag-e-exam ako ngayong 2025? Okay. So to answer that question, of course, it's effective. Okay? Why, guys? Bakit? Kahit lumay ang resources mo or kahit lumay ang book mo, even though merong mga latest book na ngayon, guys, ha? Okay? Kahit lumay ang book mo, guys, hindi naman po nag-iiba ang meaning ng gabang. Okay? So kung yung old version na book, meron siyang gabang na ang meaning is bag, pagdating sa new book, hindi naman mag-iiba yung meaning niyan. Okay? Another one. If sa old version ng book, let's say for example ha, ito, tingnan nyo po yung mga sample questions from 960 reviewer. So ayan, tingnan nyo, checksang, okay? 자전거, 자동차, okay, yan. Meron din grammatical structures na 주세요, 드릴까요, ano pa, 울 거예요. So yung mga words na yan, guys, and grammatical structures, hindi mag-iiba yung meaning yan. Okay? Yung point kasi dito is, once ginamit mo yung 960 reviewer, you have to, kailangan mo mag-ipon ng vocabularies from that resource. Okay? From that material. So, kumbaga, yung mga words na matutunan mo sa 960 question and mga grammatical structures na matutunan mo sa 960 question can still be used when you take the examination this 2025. Supposed to be, that should be the goal, no? Yung goal sana dapat is to improve your comprehension. Kasi sa actual examination, guys, comprehension talaga yung labanan dyan, no? Comprehension skills, ganun, no? So, a skill or kakayahan na kaya mong intindihin yung mga binabasa mo at saka napapakinggan mo. So, yun yung, yung talagang main goal natin na kailangan tayong makaintindi bago tayo mag-examination para we don't depend on lazy techniques which is actually don't work in most of the cases. Okay, gayon, no? So that's what I would like to tell. Now, whatever resources that you are using, that can still be of help, no? Helpful pa rin po yan kahit luma pa yung book mo. Even though meron na mga book ngayon, hindi mababaliwala yung mga effort ninyo sa pag-aaral using the old one. Okay? Meron nga lang mga nadagdag na mga vocabularies na wala sa old. Okay? Okay? So, of course, may mga latest version. Okay? So, you can use that one. Pero again, if you are using the old book, that can still be helpful pa rin. Kasi nga, hindi mag-iiba-iba yung meaning ng mga words. So, let's say, for example, balikan natin uli. Ha? Sabi ko, yung word dyan or yung grammatical structure dyan na ul koyeyo, na ang ibig sabihin is will, pagdating sa new books or kahit ilang years pa yan, hindi na magbabago yung meaning, will pa rin yan. Okay. Kasi merong iba, guys, na nagsasabi, I've also received some comments and even messages saying na hindi na daw effective yung 960 reviewer. Okay? So, paano hindi naging effective? Paano siya? Can you prove? Kasi daw, iba na daw yung question ngayon. Ganito ha, 2017, 2018, nung una akong nag-take ng EPS topic, that was my first time taking the EPS topic. Ginagamit ko yung 960 question that time. Okay. So, pumasa ako. Then, fortunately, nakapunta ako sa Korea, nakapagtrabaho ako doon ng ilang years, and then umuwi ako, and then nung second take ko na naman, kasi gusto kong bumalik sa Korea, so syempre, I had to take the examination again, no? So, ayun, nag-take ako 2022, o ganun, 2022, 2021, so 2022, nag-take ako, still ginagamit ko pa rin yung 960 reviewer. Iba na yung type, iba na yung type of questions. Pero same pa rin yung mga words, grammatical structures na natutunan ko sa 960 reviewer, applicable pa rin siya sa new. So kahit ilang years pa yan, guys, helpful pa rin yan. I think hindi siguro naintindihan kung ano ba talaga yung examination, ano ba talaga yung content ng examination, okay? So I think most of the marami sa mga nagpre-prepare ngayon is they don't know kung ano talaga yung skills na need para pumasa sa examination. And again, paulit-ulit kong sasabihin na isa lamang po, isang skill lamang po yung kailangan yung ma-develop bago kayo mag-examination. Comprehension skills. Again, yung kakayahan na makaintindi sa mga binabasa at mga napapakinggan mo. Iyon. Okay, and sad to say, marami yung mga EPS aspirants na ayaw ma-develop yung skill na yan. Kasi bakit? Kasi para ma-develop mo yung skill na yan, first, kailangan mo talagang mag-ipon ng napakaraming vocabs. Ganun. Pangalawa, kailangan mong maintindihan yung mga conjugation rules ng grammatical structures. Ganun. Kasi pag hindi, useless yung mga pwedeng maging useless yung mga na-memorize mo na vocabularies. Kasi nag-iiba yun eh. Halimbawa, nag-memorize ka ng mokta. Okay? Okay, to eat. Pagdating sa sentence, sa examination, hindi mokta yung kalalabasan yan. Pwede maging mogoyo, mogulkoyeyo, mokku, mongnende, mokji maseo. Ganun, pwedeng maging ganun. So, mga grammatical structure na didikit sa mga verbs. So, very important yun. And again, let's have real talk dito. Hindi lahat ng mga aspirants gustong ma-develop yung skills na yun kasi they just want an instant process. Kumbaga gusto nila technique, okay? And which is actually wala namang ganun. Kasi kung merong ganun, edi sana lahat pumasa sa exam. Walang easy process, guys, sa pag-aaral, no? Pero yun, guys, yan yung mga yun yung madalas kong nakikita sa mga base pa lang sa statement, guys. Alam ko na kung ano yung nasa kalooban niya. Nababasa ko na. O kasi guys, yun nga, since 2017, I started sharing my knowledge and then meron na rin ako mga naturuan ng mga friends ko that time. Dati nagtuturo pa ako sa park. And sa dami-dami na ng mga students na napagdaanan ko, based on my experience also, kilala ko na halos lahat yung uri ng students. Kaya nababasa ko na yung kung ano man yung nasa kalooban nila. Again, the point of this video, wag kang manghinayang kung gumagamit ka man ng 960 question or old version ng book, gamit na gamit pa rin po yan. Okay? But if you still have a lot of time, so you can also explore the new one, the latest version. Yung problem lang kasi ng latest version, guys, for me isang beses ko pa lang siya nakita, pero it's really difficult for self-study. Ganun. If nagsa-self-study ka tapos zero knowledge ka, mahirap yung EPS topic resources, no? Mahirap siya actually, guys. Oo. So kailangan munang magkaroon ng basic background about sa Korean. You have to learn first the fundamentals of Korean for you to be able to use the EPS topic resources effectively. Kumbaga, no? So, tingnan mo sa latest version, number 1 pa lang, chapter 1 pa lang may pa-paragraph question na. So, how can a beginner answer that kind of question na ganun kahaba? Ang dami pang mga hindi na-discuss na vocabularies and grammatical structure in that book. Maraming kailangang i-detailed explanation. So, yun lamang po. Sir, if you're going to take examination next week or kung kailan ka man po mag-e-exam, I'm wishing you na sana makapasa ka po sa examination. And I'm wishing you na sana ipagpatuloy nyo po yan. Kasi talagang maganda at worth it kapag nasungkit mo na yung goal mo na makapag-Korea po. Okay? Thank you.